Hey, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at Injective, or the INJ token against USDT. I do want to say that I'm not a financial advisor. You should do your own research before investing money into crypto. If you haven't seen the previous update, make sure to watch that before watching this one. It's going to be linked in the top right-hand corner of the screen. Now let's jump straight into the TA. Taking a look at the daily chart, as you can see, we have a Fibonacci retracement set up from the swing high over here down to the swing low that we printed back in March 2023, and we're looking to come back down to the golden ratio at $4.29 or 30 cents if you want to round it up. But it doesn't look like Injective really wants to do that. It's been really bullish. It's been holding this June low nicely. It's been holding the March low nicely. A lot of altcoins have already dipped below all of these lows, and they even went below their 2022 December low. Injective protocol hasn't done that, and it's looking very, very bullish so far. So where would you be getting, or where would I be getting Injective tokens if I didn't have any already? I would probably start buying at $5, and that would be the starting price. Obviously, anything below that, I'd keep dollar cost averaging, but buying above 5 is a bit too expensive in my opinion. So the 0.5 here is exactly sitting at $5, and the 0.5 is basically the 50% mark of this entire move. Right, so you have this entire move to the upside. The 0.5 here is in the dead center, so that's the 50% mark of this entire move. So once we retrace back down, we're down 50% of this entire move, and that's usually a good area to be buying into the project. But again, there's no guarantee that this is actually going to happen. We don't know what the markets will do in the next few weeks or months. Obviously, we're expecting more downside for Bitcoin, and thus more downside for all of the altcoins. Now, taking a look at the RSI and the price action, you can see there is a bearish divergence playing out here. You can see that the price action is printing a double top pattern. So basically we're running into a horizontal resistance level, while the RSI is printing a lower high. And this is a bearish divergence, and usually after this we do see a pullback, and indeed we did see a pullback. So if we take a look at this pullback we got back in August, we perfectly bounced off of this low that we printed back in December 2022, and we've had this support block drawn out, I believe, in the last video as well. So when you were down here, that was an amazing opportunity for you to dollar cost average into Injective. If I can just take a look at this pullback that we had at the start of the month. So it was August 15th, 16th. So we dropped back down to $6.60. So, and even then, that wasn't a price that I would be willing to buy. And you can also see that we do have a support trend line that we are potentially going to be retesting here. So we did run into this resistance over here back in April this year, actually twice in April. Then we had a back test of resistance in June, and then in June, later in the month, we did manage to break above this trend line, and now we're looking for a move back down, a back test of support, and a bounce to the upside from there. Potentially that's what's going to be happening here. So if you're looking for a short to mid-term trade, you can enter at $5.78, and that could be a very good entry. You know, if you're looking to sell, let's say, at the next resistance level, which is going to be over here at the 0.236 at $6.95. From this point here, you're going to be looking at 19%. So if you're looking for a 19% midterm trade and you're looking to take that risk, that's fine. But if you're buying for the long term, then you don't really have to worry about all these short-term price fluctuations. Personally, my average buying price is all the way down here at $1.30. I managed to get into the project back in September 2022. I wish I bought more tokens, obviously, but I'm staking my tokens currently in the Kepler wallet and earning some passive income slowly but surely. And we'll take a look at the long-term targets in the bull market on the weekly chart in just a few seconds here. But on the daily chart so far, I would be expecting a further pullback. We did print a bearish cross August 16th. So a bearish cross usually is a strong sign that we're going to be continuing this move to the downside. We're going to be continuing the downtrend, especially when you have Bitcoin pulling back. I think it's more obvious than ever. But keep in mind, there's sometimes we might have some bullish news coming out of nowhere, maybe some news about an ETF. As you can see, just a few days ago, Grayscale won the lawsuit against the SEC, or that was yesterday, and markets started pumping. So things like these can give you an opportunity to swing trade, but be careful with those swing trades, especially when you're sitting at these lows in terms of Bitcoin and in terms of the market in general. Now let's switch over to the weekly chart. And before we continue with the video, I quickly want to mention my Patreon that's linked down below in the description. If you enjoy my content, you want to get more exclusive content, and you want to support me at the same time, definitely feel free to check out the Patreon, because you're going to get a 7-day free access on my Patreon and an instant access to all of my content since October 2021, which is when I started. You'll get access to content like exclusive weekly podcasts, and we're starting to invite guests already. We have 40 plus low cap gem posts. We have a bunch of project reviews. We have a bunch of resources that are going to help you save time and make more money with this upcoming bull market. So this is definitely a great exchange of value for the both of us. And once again, there's a 7-day free trial. Feel free to check it out. You can leave anytime, and let's continue with the video. Now, taking a look at the weekly chart, as you can see, we do have a Fibonacci retracement set up from the swing low that we printed back in July 2022, and we have our high back in May 2021. So we have the Fibonacci retracement with these extension levels. So you have the 1.272, the 1.414, and the 1.618 with $42, $62, and $109 respectively. So I would be targeting $43 to $65. I don't think we're going to be getting above $100, but hey, anything can happen. Look at how Injective is performing during a bear market. It is very possible we're going to be performing even better during the bull market, and I'm sure of that because usually altcoins that perform well during the bear perform very good during the bull market. And I think once we're able to break above this yellow resistance trend line over here that we've been holding for multiple years now, I think at that point we're going to have a strong impulsive move to the upside, and maybe in one big wave we just reach $42, then we have a retracement, and then we get back to $60 by 2025. We'll see how that plays out. Obviously, it's not going to take a few days or even weeks for this to play out, or even months. We'll have to wait and see. But if you're bullish on the project like I am, I have no issue with this pulling back down. I will be buying more tokens, especially if we dip below $4. At that point, I will be buying more Injective and just throwing all the tokens into staking. But as of right now, it does look like we're going to be seeing a further pullback down. We do have the bearish divergence on the daily chart like I showed you. On the weekly stochastic, what you can be waiting for is for a move back down below the index of 20. So you can see you were down here back in 2022 in December, and then you had the massive move to the upside. We're waiting until we come back down there one more time, and that's going to be a great entry point. And we'll see how that correlates to the price action. At that point, maybe we'll be sitting down here at $5 and we'll be retesting the 0.5. But yeah, we'll see what the markets bring. A lot of volume coming in, as you can see. That's really good, showing that there is demand, and obviously the price is not dropping along with all the other altcoins. So that's also showing demand for the tokens, which is great for anyone who's holding, because obviously we're sitting at a massive profit. For example, I'm sitting at a roughly 427% right now, and I was sitting at 641% when we were up here at roughly $10 or so. And I won't be taking profits at 10. I won't be taking profits at 20 probably. So we'll be looking at $40 to $60, and I'll be selling my bag around those areas. We'll see how bullish we get, obviously, because it is possible we're just going to, continue pumping in these strong parabolas during the bull market, and we'll just get to $100 no problem. Because things like that can happen. We never expected Solana to do what it did, or Terra Luna, even though Terra Luna then turned out to be a scam. But when you can make money with a project like Injective, I think you have to be careful not to sell too early, of course, because it already showed that it has a lot of strength. So I don't think we have to be selling too early, but obviously holding out for too long and getting married to a coin is not something that is recommended. So let me know what you think about Injective. Let me know what you think about the price action and where are we headed in the short-term future. I want to thank you all for watching this video. Hopefully you learned something useful. Stay safe and have a great day.